along now, and our time frame is very tight, so we're not going to do a lot of elaborate things, Governor. Okay. We're going to keep moving. Okay. Thanks, everybody, for being here. This is a momentous occasion for the city of Prescott and the town of Prescott Valley. It's been a long way getting here, even though the governor signed the bill a few days ago. Why, she graciously accepted. In fact, I'll tell the story. I run into her at the airport and says, "You better come to Prescott and sign the bill." She's, I
said, "Yes, sir."
I'd like to acknowledge some of our folks here that have been the real hard part of this project. And I just ask that maybe you stand and hold the applause until we're all done, and that way we can move through a little faster. From the city of Prescott, we have Mr. Blair and Mr. Hanna over there. No. Tammy Lynn and Marianne Settles over here, and Laura Lopez is here in the back. And I represent the mayor's office, so this is the city of Prescott. From Prescott Valley, we have the mayor, Harvey Scoot, and with him, Laura Lee Nye is here somewhere. They're great. Mike Flannery, Harold Wise, Patty Lasker, and Dick Anderson. And we're glad to have you here. Thank you. This is the city council of the town of Prescott Valley. We have our local boy and all of our good friend Ken Bennett, Secretary of State. We have Lucy Mason and Andy Tobin, our representatives that we're all very proud of. Our county supervisors, Tom Thurman and Chip Davis. And from the Salt River Project, we have John Hoops, who is the newly elected vice president. We have Dave Roberts in the back row that did a lot of the legwork. He and Craig McConnell. Craig, put your hand up. That did a lot of the legwork. And is John Munderlow here? Don't see John.
Steve Pierce.
I'm not going to him. I don't want to go to him. But Craig McConnell from our staff and John Munderlow from Prescott Valley really did the legwork once we got into this. I want to take just a minute and tell a little story that's not well known, but a lot of people get credit for this momentous occasion, but let me tell you how it really started. And this is how relationships mean so much as we go through life. 1964, when I came to this town, I leased an old building from a man named Jack Feaster, who was born and raised here, but was a young lawyer in Phoenix at that time. Maybe not quite so young, but had a building I needed, and we worked out a deal. And through the years, we kept in touch as he rose through the ranks and eventually became general manager of Salt River Project after he was House Counsel, I guess. And during the campaign, after I was involved enough to see what was going on in the legal battle we were in, I called Jack and I said, you know, there must be another way of getting to where we want to get, where we want to be with water, and give me some ideas. And on his own, he picked up the phone and called Salt River Project, made an appointment for me with Mr. Roberts and John Sullivan. I drove to Phoenix. They welcomed me. We talked for an hour, shook hands, and said, if we win this contest, we're going to find a way for these three organizations to sit down and see if we can't make book some way. And Jack is passed now. He passed in December before he had a chance to see the fruits of what he really started. And that's how we're here today. So I always want to recognize him as being a major force of what we're doing. Let's move forward. Steve Pierce, at the moment in time when it was appropriate to bring all the parties together, Steve being a rancher, member of the Senate, having friendship with the now the newly elected president of SRP, who couldn't be here today. He's on a bike ride somewhere between here and New York. Dave, where is he today?
I think he's in Indiana or Ohio.
Okay. But the president of SRP is on a 10-day bike ride, started in Long Beach, I believe, and ends up in New York. And they're well along the way. And they came through Prescott, I think, Sunday night. So, but he couldn't be here today. But it's my pleasure to introduce our Senator Steve Pierce, and he'll make an introduction, and then we're going to go right into the governor's speech.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to be here. You know, I want to make sure credit goes where credit is due. This has been a long, ongoing process. When I first got down to the Senate, it was I was in a difficult position. There's a few people in the room that will recognize that. But one of my goals was to make sure this happened, that we got something going here and got Salt River Project and Prescott Valley in the same boat together. The credit goes right now, everybody's been working on it. Lucy's been working on this for 15 years, but the credit really goes to it was new leadership with the city of Prescott, with Mayor Kirkendall. It was Mayor Harvey Skoog and Larry out in Prescott Valley, and the Prescott Valley Town Council ready to make a move and do the right thing and get this moving. I sat down with Dave Rousseau and got the board members together, and then Mr. Silverman, Mr. Hoops, all of SRP said, look, we're tired of this. We need to get something moving. And it was Andy Tobin that had some key legislation that he was holding till things got moving in the right direction. It was Lucy's persistence for 15 years. And I just happened to float in there for the last year and be in the right place at the right time. Nevertheless, we got it done. I'm proud of it. I'm very proud of it. SRP is a great partner to be working with, not against. And I think we're in the right direction, heading in the right way, and I think we're going to solve a lot of issues going forward. I think there's a lot more issues we need to do with water in the state. SRP recognizes that, we all do, and I think we're going to be heading in that direction right now. But right now it's my pleasure to introduce the general manager that's been there for a number of years, Mr. Dick Silverman. He went to high school with my brother, Scottsdale High. It's no longer there. You know, maybe I shouldn't say that. You know, he went. That was probably the new Scottsdale High, because it was like I went to the old high school here, and then I went to the new high school, and now the new high school is about to be torn out because they want a better, bigger, newer high school. So that's the way it all works. We're all in the same boat on that too. So, Mr. Silverman, thank you for coming up. Thank you, SRP. Thank you for being here.